All right, man. Welcome to the another edition of the BS sessions. And Jerry, who do we have, man? What's going on?
We got a lighter panel tonight, but still, great guest. We got Andy Rodriguez from the Blackspinner Podcast. How you doing, buddy?
Yes.
And we got Charles, we got Mark, we got me. We still got a lot of talent. So let's get it going.
All right, man. Charles, what's up, buddy?
Going on?
What's going on?
Let's rock it out. Let's do it.
All right. Andy, ready?
I am ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll. Man.
So today, since Jerry didn't say, because he's supposed to say the title of the show, 11 songs from the founding bands of metal, like songs that inspired what became metal that wasn't labeled metal, but it actually kind of was, with the way it was made, the way it inspired the later metal bands, all the way up to Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. These bands inspired, and Metallica. Some of these bands in here inspired Metallica, well, at least on my list. But before we get that, let's get into the BS. And let's see. I got a little fan fiction. Remember when I was talking about Nikki Sixx on Shout at the Devil, Jerry? And I said, you know what? Yep. I don't think he wrote those lyrics. I think he found it from a bum on the street, fucking sitting there selling his fucking, here, take my lyrics. It's a great album, shout out to take my lyrics so I could get some smack. So he said, yeah, I'll trade that for smack. And he woke up and didn't know he had lyrics, and Nikki made an album out of it because Nikki's fucking trash. So that's my fan fiction. I don't think he wrote Shout at the Devil. It's too fucking good.
Wow, the tables can turn quickly, man. I'm telling you. He's like one of the most hated people in metal right now.
Yeah, and you loved him on the stadium tour, Mark.
I keep saying this. I said they were okay. They were.
Oh, no. You didn't say okay.
I didn't say they were awesome. I always said Def Leppard blew everybody away with Poison. Yeah.
And when I made a joke about a month ago or so when they announced something about another touring, and I said, you go, and you were like, no, I won't. And you said, yeah, well, you'll go. Still love Crew.
I would still, if Def Leppard closed,
Crew.
Oh, Def Leppard would have to open and I'd leave. Dude, I left the 2 Guns N' Roses shows. Come on.
Hey, there's allegations your boys are using tapes too, Def Leppard. And yes, for the record, Guns N' Roses as well.
Def Leppard does use tapes for like the background sound effects. That's fine. As long as the guitars, the drums, and the vocals are live, you could have sweeteners around the song. You can't do Gods of War without Reagan and stuff. Come on.
You have to say that because Rush did that.
Yes, Rush did it too. But they played, they had background noises.
Ask, where's the limit? Where's the limit?
The limit is what Blackie Lawless did pretty good. He doubled his own fucking vocals on stage, which is fine because it made it sound like the album.
He's playing bingo halls. Who cares?
He played the fucking shit down here. He played the
now there is a chorus effect, a pedal that can make you sound like you're harmonizing with your own voice. That's not a tape.
Yeah.
So
it's different.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, what's the limit? Because there's so many people outraged. I think some of it's phony outrage, but I mean, there's so much outrage over the issue.
Yeah. Especially when you're paying good money to see, them play live.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Andy?
Well, what I think about it is that what do you think that 60 and 70-year-old guys are going to sound like?
Neil Young?
I mean, Neil Young. And when you hear Neil Young, you know that he's not using any kind of tapes.
There you go.
Glenn Hughes,
yeah.
But the thing is that with these guys, they want them to sound like they used to back in the 20s and back when they were 20s and when they were in their 30s. Because for some reason, when it comes to like these Motley Crues and the Bon Jovis and stuff like that, when they sound horrible, the media and their fans gripe about it.
Well, here's my deal with that, Andy.
Which one do they want?
Back then in the 80s, I was paying $20-$25 for a ticket.
Yep.
Now I'm paying $200-$300 for the same band, and they're terrible.
And they're playing the same songs.
That's why you guys need to go watch Night Ranger. They're not. Just saying. But there's a lot of great bands out there.
There are, man. And they're just not getting
bring it live. Wasp was great, but Armored Saint was better.
Ghost?
Go. Well, you know what? I'm not saying they don't put on a bad show. I just can't stand their music.
All live.
They put on a good show for what they do. And Kiss puts on a good show, but they're not singing. So they put on the pyrotechnics.
Really?
So maybe these older bands.
Huh?
Andy.
So maybe these older bands should get out of the way and give the way to the new rock.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
that these new bands can be doing headlining.
Here's the fan fiction. And I said there should be a home yesterday. You slip up, you go to the home. That's it. You get caught with tapes, you go to the home. I think we're going to talk about another band that needs to go to the home, and they don't even have tapes. Yeah, they just retire, go to pasture.
Oh,
please.
I know we're going to talk about,
Yeah, we are going to talk about it.
Yeah, all right, man. But and then Motley Crue's manager comes out and says that they're hurting the elder abuse. He called elder abuse out on Mick Mars's handlers. What do you think about that, Charles?
I don't know. But I will say, give credit due. I like Ralph's take. He's like, fuck all of them. Because Mick's fighting for the same fleecing money that they're going for now. I kind of agree on that one. I'm so over Motley Crue, dude. They made two, I'm going to say, a great album and a very good album. And you can substitute which one. I'd say it's 94 and Shout at the Devil. You can substitute which one on that. The rest of it's shit.
I like the first.
Absolutely.
I like Dr. Feelgood. I love I love Theater of Pain.
Without you, no.
And I love Dr. Feelgood. So I love 5 Motley Crue albums.
And
like Robbie, 6. Yeah.
They have a song or two like on each album. And I'm so happy with our fans that The Elder is just smoke Generation Swine. That's the worst album ever fucking made, in my opinion. That's right, Bush. Even though you picked The Elder. God damn it.
I picked Generation Swine. Because there's at least a couple good songs on there I like.
There ain't not but one. There ain't one. It sucks.
Well, that's what the Elder is for me. There ain't one on there.
I actually don't mind Glitter.
See, Glitter's awesome. I like that song. The slower ballad. I like the slower ballad one.
I like Afraid on there.
Afraid. Yeah, that's the 2 songs. Glitter and Afraid. The 2
but
songs
the
I like.
Elder gets better. The album Elder gets better. It's very weak. It starts off the first 2 or 3 tracks, but the middle part of the Elder is very good.
Under the Rose, awesome. Dark Light,
World Without Heroes.
Shit, Mark, what the hell? Man, it was a Cheech and Chong episode today. I see what I'm talking about.
Well, I can't drink. My wife told me to smoke
and listen to The Elder, and then you'll know it's better than Generation Swine.
My wife said to smoke all I want if I don't drink until I'm off these meds. Permission from the wife, so I take it. So Motley Crue, any more thoughts on that, Andy?
No.
All right.
Except for that elder abuse thing, this is going to get uglier and uglier, and the Motley Crue camp is going to just throw mud at Mick Mars. And after all those years and decades that Mick Mars gave to that band, it's wrong.
Yeah.
They've officially joined the ranks of Journey and fucking Kiss as far as ridiculousness, man.
And then we got another Nikki Sixx story, which I think, considering elder abuse, why are you playing on a Dolly Parton album? That's kind of elder abuse. But she says you played your butt off on her upcoming rock album.
Dolly's not going to say that you suck.
She's lying.
She's not going to tell her that.
But elder abuse, he's making an album with Dolly.
I doubt if she was even in the studio at the
probably,
yeah.
Hey, I read a story. I'm friend with Randy Rand's ex-girlfriend or somebody or his wife, and she's writing on Facebook about Nikki Sixx, and she goes, "Yeah, I got Randy's diary. He was the bass player for Monograph, so that who passed away." And she said, "I got his diary, and he said that he was literally playing bass under the stage for Nikki Sixx at Motley Crue shows." A
That didn't surprise
band,
me.
a band that freaking Motley Crue made fun of. Autograph, but they have the bass player playing fucking bass under a stage. Fuck off, Nikki.
Wow.
Yeah. They made fun of Autograph on those kind of bands, Poison, and look what they did.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts on that, Jerry?
That was one good story for you about Poison. And you think they're better than Zeppelin.
I never said that.
What?
That's insane. That's like me saying Sammy Hagar's better than Van Halen. I'm not delusional. I like Poison because they're fun. They're not the best band in the world. Oh no. But let's get to Charles's favorite. John Regan we didn't talk about him. He died from the Ace Frehley band and Peter Frampton. And then we had the bassist from ABBA, Lace Wellwander, dead at 70.
Guitar
Player. Any thoughts on those, Charles?
Well, I didn't know who he was, but guy, rest his soul. He played with a great group in ABBA, and John Regan's done a lot of fantastic work. Got hosed by Ace, and God rest his soul as well.
Jerry?
Cheers and thanks for the memories, man. Rest in peace.
Andy?
Yeah, rest in peace to both of them, but I really didn't know them at all. But
you didn't know Frehley's Comet?
Not really, no.
You didn't like Frampton? He was his live guitarist for years.
John Regan's a badass.
I didn't know everything that went behind the scenes for Frampton.
I know, but you don't know him, but you've heard him.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm
Right,
trying
exactly.
to say. Yeah. And all right, man. I freaking peace be with you. That's how I got into Kiss. It was him playing bass on Frehley's Comet album. Fucking great fucking album. Something's Out There. Fucking Rock Soldiers.
You got into Frehley's Comet before Kiss, really?
Yeah, I didn't know who the
Wow.
fuck Kiss. I knew who Kiss was, but I didn't know Kiss. I've said this before. I jumped off. I knew Dr. Love. That was it. And then I was into Frehley's Comet because I saw the video for Rock Soldiers, and I said, that's badass. He's talking to God. He's saying, you're not going to play with Satan anymore. That's fucking awesome. I am a Christian, so that he kind of hooked me with that.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah. If you want to, he says, you got to play without an ace in your deck. The devil. So,
cheesy as hell lyrics, but they were still cool.
Yeah, man. So then we get Lars Ulrich is reading online comments about Metallica's new music, and he says he doesn't take it seriously. He just blows it off. And we have other like fan groups, maybe like Kiss fan groups, Taylor Swift fan groups. You say anything bad about them, they're watching you. Somebody even wrote Taylor Swift people are watching on the post. They go, oh fuck. But what do you guys think about this stuff? I think Lars is right. Just don't take it too serious, but these other fan groups and the artist itself take them serious now.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, it goes with the territory, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I don't know. They should get over themselves. I mean, you step in that public arena. So like if somebody criticizes one of us, and just move on. What can you do?
Yeah.
Don't put yourself out there.
If you can't take the heat, right?
Well, it's just funny because I wrote a joke because Taylor Swift broke up with her new boyfriend. I go new music. To the
triple album coming out, man. Album.
And then our buddy, he said, that's misogynistic and making fun of her on an old joke. And I go, oh, God,
who's that?
Dude.
Oh, Bob. Robert.
I didn't say his name.
Well, he knows who it is.
He knows who it is. I'm just going, it's not misogynistic, man. We're just making a joke, man. You need to learn how to take a joke. I tell you that all the time, Bob. Take a fucking joke. But what do you think about that, Jerry?
I agree with what Charles said, man. You step in the public eye. Granted, there are some fan bases that got really fucking rabid fans. So, I guess, like, it's part of the game, dude.
Yeah.
Part of the game. I actually kind of worry about some of these people because, with advancements like in the internet, fucking Facebook and social media and paparazzi and shit, dude. I mean, the crazy ass world we're living in, dude. What's to say that we don't get more dime bag incidents, man? It's getting that way, dude. It's getting crazy, dude. you know.
Yeah, people just need to listen to the music and calm
Exactly,
the fuck down,
man.
Nobody's your
Exactly.
enemy until you think they're your enemy, until you make them your enemy. Man, I
I
had so
agree.
many enemies, and most of those enemies are now friends. I got 2 that aren't. They never came back, and I don't think they were. One is very sensitive. But I try not to keep, I try to mend relationships, especially I know if I did something to push it along, like I've done with you, Jerry, or you done with me, you know, we unfriended each other a couple times. It's like, but man, but we're still friends and not enemies.
I'm still tempted every day to unfriend you, but I don't do it.
Asshole. Trying to teach you stuff. All right, Al, what do you think about this?
Sorry, Professor.
Al?
Ow.
Oh, I mean,
Ow.
Andy. I'm fucking.
You know,
Andy.
I'm pretty sure that these stars or musicians, you know, they've got the internet too, and I'm pretty sure they read comments. I mean, that should be nothing new. We shouldn't be shocked that Lars does. I'm pretty sure a lot of them do. So, you know, it was really a non-story for me. Now the story that I want to know is, why isn't he touring in Europe? Lars.
Probably he's going to have some medical procedure done or something, maybe.
Is he?
Maybe
Oh,
it's
that's right.
probably personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be
Yeah, but I would
personal.
like to know why.
Well, Metallica never leaks shit, dude. That's Megadeth. Megadeth's the crybabies. Yeah, Megadeth is a crybaby, right, Charles?
Of course.
Yeah,
Know
Sammy
that.
Hagar said he was going to fill in for Lars.
Hey, I said Sammy was a
they
fucking.
said no. They said no.
All right, man. But then let's get to. I'm just gonna say, hey, tomorrow, man. There's 3 great albums coming out. You got the new LA Guns, you got the new Overkill, and you got the new Metallica.
Yeah,
that's like Metal Friday, dude. It's like, I wonder if there's any more metal albums coming out that day. That's a lot of metal for one day, especially by 3 established bands. Even though Charles doesn't think LA Guns is much established, but what do you think?
He posted something from LA Guns today. Posted a tune, didn't you?
No. Oh, he did. He did Bitches Back. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So what do you think about this shit? New albums coming out, Metal Friday, man.
Yeah, well, Metallica's will rule. Overkill, I've heard a couple tracks. It sounds like it's going to be all right. Nobody cares about LA Guns.
Except me.
You, yeah.
Jerry likes LA Guns.
I like LA Guns. I just love hearing Charles talk about it.
Yeah,
but you look more forward to it than Metallica and.
No, I got them both coming the same day. I'm looking forward to both of them.
Until you mentioned it, I have no idea LA Guns was coming out with a new album tomorrow.
Yeah, nobody knew. It was just Overkill and Metallica in our circles, but I knew.
I saw because Tracy Guns had it out. He's about the only one that said anything. No music upstairs. You should have had that out earlier, Mark. You're the mega fan.
Out what?
Not the new album.
LA Guns, man.
I've been posting their new album, Black Diamonds, coming out. But I post so much, a lot of shit gets lost. I posted their new video.
It's the same album cover in grayscale.
Who cares? I care about what's inside the music. You know, they don't have much money for art, man. Bands, they have to play to survive, dude. You know, they aren't Guns N' Roses. They need to work for a living.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses has people do things for them. They have to load their own gear, I bet. So just saying. But Tracy Guns is also coming out with a new Sunbawn album with Michael Sweet. The first one was amazing.
It was pretty good.
It's like thrash, wasn't it?
It was pretty heavy.
It's pretty thrashy, dude. Michael Sweet was hitting those fucking notes sweet. But what do you think about Metal Friday, Andy?
I'm excited for it. I heard a couple of tracks off the LA Guns because it was available on Apple, and it sounded just like LA Guns has for the last few years. You know, nothing special. But I'm not that much into Overkill, but that's a band that I need to get into. But I am excited about this. About the Metallica coming out, even though we've already heard 3 or 4 songs off of it.
Yeah.
But I'll probably stop at the record store on the way home after work and pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I downgraded from a vinyl to a CD because I can't afford
I'll probably get a CD tomorrow.
I'm in the same boat now.
Yeah, I can't afford it. Well, especially I'm not working right now. And then we get to well, Phil Lewis actually.
How does Jerry feel about Metal Friday?
Oh, how does Jerry feel about Metal Friday? Thank you. I tested you. You won. You did it. You fought.
I mean, I'm disappointed. I was hoping for the new Beyonce and Cardi B and Lizzo albums, but guess I have to deal with that.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Well, I like Metal Friday. I'm getting 2 of the 3, but I do want that Overkill though, so I gotta wait for a little bit. But Phil Lewis also said LA Guns wouldn't know how to play along to backing tracks. And what did you say about that, Charles?
They can't afford it. They can't afford it.
Father's an alcoholic.
Why are you making fun of a band, man? At least they still play live with no tapes.
You're the only one seeing it.
Sorry.
Jerry would go see LA Guns if they came near him.
I would love to see LA Guns.
I would go because they're going to play at the bowling alley, not the good one. Like
they weren't at the bowling alley.
Rockin' Pod.
They weren't at the bowling alley.
You hear the pin.
Okay, they're playing at the Eagles.
Oh, they played a lot of. They played the Wilter. They played the
Amvets. Playing at the Amvets Fish Fry next week.
Oh God. I'm going to give you their tour dates so you can shut up.
Ain't coming here. I know that, but you know who is GNR in Frankfurt in May. Stadium. That's right. July, my bad. July. Don't trouble too much.
Let's get to the band we all love, Journey.
Yes. Been far too long.
So there was a little. I'm on Twitter a lot now promoting Freeform Rock Podcast, the Mark and Jerry with Charles. Because I found out if you tweet more, you get more follows. On Freeform, I think I got at least 10 more followers in the last 2 days. And a lot of Rush fans, because I've been retweeting the old Rush episodes for them and doing it. And then those Rush fans are starting to get in, like following other Rush fans, because I tweeted those 2 episodes of Rush. I know the Rush nerds. Kiss nerds would know I was fake. If I tag Kiss in an episode, they go, oh, Mark don't like Kiss. I do love Rush, so I don't want to look fake doing a Kiss story and putting Kiss in it. But Arnell says, Neil says Arnell would be nobody without Journey. And then Arnell responded, he may be right, but like I said, I'm tired of this #nobody. I'm just a phone call away. Neil said this was a BS rag story right after that he said that Arnell wouldn't have been as big, but he had a great voice and he would have got somewhere. So he didn't actually say that clickbag quote. So what do you think about it, Jerry?
Well, Arnell's a big Christian. Jonathan Cain's a big Christian. So they're probably, side with each other. You know what I mean? So possibly is true. I don't know. I'm thinking Neil's kind of two-faced lately. I don't know. I don't know what to believe from him anymore. So, we'll leave it at that.
He brought back the drummer who was like a huge drug addict.
Well, yeah, but still, it's like I said, I think, Arnell and Cain are a team in that band. So just how I feel about it. And I don't really give a shit. I'm getting fucking tired of Journey, Motley Crue, Kiss. Just fuck. Is there anything else out there, man? It's exciting.
Can we have some Beach Boy squabbles? I'd like to
no shit.
Let's get the 90-year-olds to start fighting now. I think they are. Brian Wilson and Mike Love don't like each other.
No, they haven't liked each other in
they don't like each other.
Long time. Ever since Mike Love made himself the leader of the band.
Yeah.
I mean, sir, let's try to have 1 week next week where Motley Crue, Journey, and fucking Kiss aren't in it. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can, but then we'll have like a 10-minute bullshit session. But what should be fine
There's
next
gotta
week.
be something more fucking exciting than that, man.
Well,
LA Guns.
Yeah, LA Guns, man.
Oh, there is no news on them. Damn.
Yeah, new album. So Charles, what do you think about this Journey thing?
Well, first of all, it's too bad it was a false story because he told the truth. That dude do before he got discovered on a video or something?
Yeah,
karaoke, I think.
YouTube, yeah.
He was actually homeless.
Well, I mean, so And if he's a Jonathan Cain guy, I don't like him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're both very religious people, so I figure that does factor in, So
I mean, I just think if that's too bad, Sean disowned it because he was telling the truth. If you ask me, they made that guy.
No, yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I never heard him before Journey.
Nope.
So don't mean any harm. I'm just saying truth, but I guess it's fake and bullshit. Whatever. That's Journey. They would be the ones, folks, that go to the home. They can still play. They hire a new guy to sing. They can do it because they did that Jeff Scott Soto wrong too. So to the home with you.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
But
they fucked over Steve on Jerry too, so they got a history of screwing over.
Well, he lost his voice, dude.
Nah, but they did the Steve Perry with him. He needed rest. They wouldn't give him the proper rest. They wanted to go on without him. That's why.
Yeah, I know that. But the drummer, they were like nice to him, Dean Castronova, because
that fucker can sing.
Yeah. But he
sounds more like Steve Perry than Steve Perry. Okay.
Right, let's get to Andy's opinion before I forget. Andy, what do you think of this?
And I didn't know who he was either until they said that he was with Journey. So it's probably true. That statement probably was true, and he probably did say it, and now he had to backtrack on it. So all this Journey stuff, it's people say things, and then when they get caught, and people are all shocked, and then they backpedal. I mean, we see that all the time. We saw that with Ace Frehley when he had that interview with Trunk, and he just pretty much said everything we've known. So that's it.
Yeah, no. Last night, Neil posted a picture on his Twitter saying we're together. Picture of him, Arnell, and Jonathan Cain next to the piano, like all looking like, oh, look at us, we get along now, kind of picture. I was like, what? So he's saying there's no infighting right now. I guess with that picture, sold out concert.
Yeah,
I stand corrected on something. It says Arnell does not follow any religion anymore. So anymore, it says. So maybe my guess is off.
All right, man. So you want to, and the drummer said he was on an amount of drugs that he was using would have killed a rhino. But they brought him back. They kicked him out of the band for the drug use.
Yeah, he got accused of sexual assault or something, didn't he?
No, it was drug use. He was.
No, I thought he did something. He hurt some girl, dude. I'm telling you, that's how you. Drugs ain't going to get you kicked out of the band.
I know that's not required.
Yeah, I thought he hit a girl or something. That's
maybe. Well, Charles, what do you think of that drummer Journey?
All right, man. I mean,
all right, you, Andy.
Oh, what about the drummer doing drugs?
That's a requirement.
Yeah. No big
all right,
deal.
man. I think we have one. We got to get to some Van Hagar news, I guess, or Van Halen news, whatever you want to call it this week. But it's kind of mixed because it's coming from Alex Van Halen. So that time Alex Van Halen told me his band switched producers in '94 because they didn't want to make for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge Part 2. He told that to one of the writers. What do you think of that, Charles?
More stories I'm tired of talking about, Van Hagar and stuff.
Give him credit for fucking trying to not do another FUCK album. So
I love that album now. Way better than Balance. The next album was like
now you love it. Now. You just now love for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge.
I've always loved For Your Unlawful Carnal Knowledge.
What's one was you saying now you love it?
I said, did I say now I love it too? Oh, I said I love Fuck over Balance.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess. Both suck, but
so it was a mistake getting a new picture.
One sucks more, but
yeah. All right, man. Anything on that, Andy?
Oh yeah, I like Balance over Fuck.
Ooh.
Easily. Because I like Balance. I think Balance was a good album. So what's he talking about? Because who produced the Balance? A different guy.
I think it was Shirley. It was some kind of fucking pop producer.
Oh really? Huh.
Maybe it's the
I
guy
like Balance. I thought there were some pretty good tracks on there.
who produced Balance by Van Halen. Do Balance? Bruce Fairbairn, Bon Jovi's producer. They got him to produce Balance, and I think it kind of neutered him more than they were already neutered, because they came back a little harder with the Fuck album, then they digressed with Balance. To me,
I thought Fuck was a mess.
yeah. Well, Fairbairn is, if you like Bon Jovi, that's your producer. He's good with them, not Van Halen.
He also did several Aerosmith.
I know. I like those albums. But anything to say on that, Jerry?
No.
Anything to say on that, Andy?
Fuck
You
cares.
like Balance. All right. All right, man. Let's get to something. Roger Daltrey doesn't know if the Who will ever come back to tour America. What do you think of that, Charles?
Well, he's getting older, man. I don't know. I mean, I kind of suck because I've never seen them. I'd like to see them, but oh well. I'm in Europe. Maybe he'll come over here.
Oh yeah, because that's where they're going. Because they said it's too expensive to tour here now. Gas, buses. It's like a shit show. I heard it was worse in Europe, but I don't know. Because a lot of bands pulled out of their European tour, like Anthrax, because they said that we wouldn't even break even going to Europe.
Yeah, but the Who's already in Europe, so
yeah,
It's
like Guns N' Roses has like 2 sites where they have half their gear on one side and half their gear in the United States. So when they move over to each continent, they're already ready to go. They don't have to have their guitar shipped. Slash was talking about that one time. That is pretty. He says, "Do you have to pack up your gear?" I said, "No, we have a whole stadium over there and we have a whole stadium over here full of stuff. We just get there and get trucks and move it on each location." So that's fucking cool. Guns N' Roses news there, Charles.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's start this show. You guys.
How do I feel about the Who not touring?
Well, how do you feel, man? I'm trying to get some energy.
I think he just turned 80. Am I correct on that? So fuck, these guys are old. I mean, I saw them the last time they were here. They still fucking sounded great. I mean, granted, they had like 30 musicians on stage, but hey, better than tapes, I guess. They still sounded good.
It's real.
So it isn't for lack of falling off as far as skill and talent.
Yeah.
So,
and their last album was good too.
Yeah, and
but it didn't move anything.
Yeah. I don't like hearing "I Won't Get Fooled Again" acoustic.
Yeah, it was.
It does. It does. Last time I saw them, they did that with him and Pete Townsend just sitting on chairs playing "Won't Get Fooled Again," and I was going, "I know you don't have the vocal range to do that screw anymore. That's why you brought it down to fucking D level." But and that did suck, dude. But the rest of the show was good. But let's get into what we're doing today. We're picking our list of 11 songs from bands that weren't metal but are actually inspired metal from before
not Sabbath.
Yes. Before Sabbath. Yeah. So let's start with you, Charles. What's your 11?
Right. I'm going deep in the paint here. This is from the classical composer Wagner. That's right. He inspired metal. And I'm putting Ride of the Valkyries from Wagner as my number 1 track.
Wow.
It's a good one. Jerry.
Well, this song's not exactly metal, but the tone and the fucking sound of it is metal, considering it came out in 1964. I'm not a big fan of this song, but it did inspire some metal bands, and I got proof. I'm talking about the Animals' House of the Rising Sun, man.
That's a good one.
Fucking dark, heavy ballad, man. So that's my number 1.
Which number 1? You mean number 11?
Number 11. Sorry.
All right. Then Andy.
Yeah, I really didn't number mine. Mine are going to be pretty much in chronological order from the beginning to I'm getting to Black Sabbath. So I'm going to start off with the Safaris with Wipeout. I believe that drum sound inspired a lot of drummers.
We saw them live. We saw them live.
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all
Right.
did.
They sounded pretty good.
They were
still,
good.
man. So,
But that drum sound inspired a lot of heavy metal drummers.
Yeah.
should have been Safari Fest instead of Keel Fest. So that'd be more interesting.
Keel Fest, man. That stink won't go away for a long time, man. That's just the shit that just keeps on shitting and shitting and shitting, and you can't plug it. It was that bad. But then I get to my number 11, Iron Butterfly, Ingata Davida.
In the Garden of Eden.
Davida, honey. Yeah. Dude, that's total fucking metal, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's like metal, like grunge, like kind of like lower range death metal. Like if he screamed at it sounds like he's screaming at a lower, the way he sings. It's so raunchy. I love that fucking song.
Yeah.
It was actually supposed to be called In the Garden of Eden, but they heard it as Ingata Davida when they were singing it. Pretty cool fun fact of that song. Then we get to your 10, Charles.
I'm not doing numbers. I'm doing from earliest to the latest. It's roughly, there might be a year or so. I don't know all the years on these, but I looked it up, but I didn't write that down. I just know it's generally from oldest to newest. This is a guy that it really inspired death metal way before Inagata Davida. The old blues man called Howlin' Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Man, it's gonna be Smokestack Lightning.
Nice.
And he had, and then my next one will too, but this guy was, blues was inspired so much in rock music.
Yeah.
And really Howlin' Wolf probably didn't get credit for that, but really his vocal style definitely inspired some of metal, I would say. Maybe indirectly, but definitely did.
Hey, Jerry, your next one.
My next one is also from 1964. This song was punk, thrash, metal, and everything in between in 1964. We talk about the Kinks all day and all of the night.
Nice.
That song fucking rules today. I mean, it was a really heavy song for that time period. So that's my number 10.
All right, man. So then we get to your next, Andy.
Yeah, my next one. We were talking about this band in the BS sessions, and this song is fast, and it's a rocker. I'm going to go with The Who, My Generation, as being one of the tracks that the rhythm went towards that kind of sound.
Nice. And then get to mine. I pick a band that's inspired Metallica, Budgie. And the song is Guts Doomy Riffs. Fucking metal. How metal is that, dude? Have you heard Budgie?
Yep.
Some bands that inspired Dave Mustaine, Metallica.
It came out after Sabbath.
Yeah. They didn't come up
Good
after
choice.
Sabbath.
Yeah, they did.
No. This is 1968.
Budgie?
Oh,
Yeah,
Budgie's
68.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, wow.
This is 68, man.
They're on my list. They're on my list later on.
And then we get to your next one, Charles.
This is a weird one because this is another band, and I don't know much about them other than this song where you get that death growl. It was a band called the Novas with the song called The Crusher. The music was kind of like the Safaris, but there was a guy, he was imitating actually a pro wrestler, which is hilarious, the Crusher, an old school wrestler, and he had a voice, and I don't know what the point of the song was, but the way the guy sung it sounded like the Crusher, and that's how he talked, and yeah, it was good.
Nova. Interesting.
The Novas. The Crusher.
The Crusher. Jerry.
My next one is from 1968, and Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child, man. I mean, come on, man. That song fucking rips.
Yeah.
It's metal. Probably one of the best fucking guitar riffs ever written. I mean, Jimmy rules, man. He should definitely be mentioned on everybody's list, in my opinion. So that's my pick.
And then Andy.
Yeah, mine from 1966 from his debut double album. His debut album was a double, Frank Zappa with Trouble Every Day. When it comes to metal, there's a lot of social commentary. That's what this song was about. It talked a lot about the Watts riots. And when it comes to metal, there's a lot of writing about war and and social commentary, and a hell of a guitar solo on here. It's about a 10-minute song, and a brave one at that time. So Frank Zappa, Trouble Every Day.
And I get to mine, and you already said this group, but I picked "You Really Got Me" by the Kinks. Because man, those riffs by Dave Davies, nobody ever gives Dave any fucking credit. It's always about Ray. It's like, Ray, oh, he's the singer, he's the cute one, you're just the guitar player. It's like, I bet that's how Noel feels in Oasis, right? To Liam.
Yeah.
Liam just considers him just the guitar player, huh? His brother.
No, he gives him credit for being a songwriter.
Yeah. But you gotta, that's funny. Those two brothers, they're still fighting. Even though they say we're gonna get back together, we're gonna get back. Yeah. They're still fighting. Look how old they are.
The Robinsons
made up.
Yeah, they're still gonna fight. They
Fogarty, that guy who cursed his brother out on the deathbed, man.
Yeah.
Fogarty, he didn't even go to his brother's death. He just let him die.
Some of his last words were like, "Fuck you, John Fogarty." I think something like that. So, yeah.
All right, man. So that was my number 9. What's your next one, Charles?
Well, we picked the same thing. You really got me. The Kinks. That riff. I mean, it's classic. Definitely inspired metal stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
One people learn a lot of times too. Not just smoking the water. Mm-hmm. A lot of us learn "You Really Got Me."
The cool thing about that riff, I've heard it played in many different ways, like fast, slow, medium.
Eddie Van Halen plays in a completely different style from the way Dave Davies played it. So they're both cool though.
Yeah, but the thing is, they modified the riff, the same riff. That riff could be modified. It's so easy to add or slow, speed up, you know. Even Oingo Boingo does a version of it that's pretty weird.
Of course they do.
but look, you got groups like post-punk groups like Oingo Boingo doing it. You got fucking Van Halen doing it. It went over to a lot of different kind of generations. Okay, so that was yours, Charles?
Yeah.
Thanks. And then Jerry.
Mark, you mentioned this band. I'm going with Budgie. Crash Course in Brain Surgery. Of course, you probably know it from Metallica's Garage Days. I think they actually did Bread Fancy. That's a Budgie song, ain't it? Yeah. So really cool, influential. They were really influential on the bands of that era. So that's my pick.
Yeah, they influenced all the thrash bands you like now.
Yeah.
So it's
pretty much so, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's voice on some songs is good, and some of it's just like, I can't take it. I like some Budgie. But next, Andy?
Yeah, my next one from 1968. I think that this should be mentioned by a lot of us. The Beatles with Helter Skelter. Their version is fantastic.
Yeah, but I know somebody you guys could pick the Beatles, so I didn't pick them. But that's a great pick, though. I wanted to pick it, and I go, nah, somebody's gonna pick that. So then I go for mine, Yardbirds. Think about it. Jimmy Page was in this version, I think.
Yeah.
So there you go, man. And then we get to your next one, Charles.
The Great Cream with the track Spoonful.
Nice.
You don't know that track? Check it out, man. This is the earlier one of theirs, and it crushes.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. That's a great song. I got a lot of Cream here.
Nice.
Good band.
Yeah, I only like Eric Clapton and Cream, Blind Faith, and that other band. And then I don't like his 70s solo, but I like his 80s and 90s solo, except for the acoustic album. I don't like that album.
Dude, Slow Hand's a fucking legend album, dude. But I won't send you 13 videos after this is over. So
I've seen it. I did a review with Lee on one of his 70s albums, that one with the address in it in Florida, that album.
The 461 Ocean Boulevard.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's not what you would think from him, because it was a very laid back pop album.
Yeah,
is what it was.
Dude, his newer version that he used for the Michelob MGD commercials, where he did the blues version of After Midnight, had a better solo, had a better groove than the original one. That's why I like the 90s. He kind of got a little beefier in the 80s and 90s.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, with his guitar playing. So that's why in the 70s, he was more folk. He wasn't rock.
He was trying to get away from that label of being a guitar god.
Yeah, it was like folkish to me. So what's your next one, Jerry?
My next one's from 1968. And this, the beginning minute of the song, is a total fucking thrash, distorted, fucking awesome sounding masterpiece. I'm talking about Steppenwolf's Magic Carpet Ride, man.
Nice.
What a great fucking tune that is, man.
Yeah,
everybody thinks Born to Be Wild. That song's actually kind of lame in my opinion, but Magic Carpet Ride rules. So that's my next one.
Yeah, Steppenwolf's really damn fucking good. Fucking Andy, what's your next one?
Yeah, well, first of all, that debut album by Steppenwolf is badass. The whole thing is good, but I'm going to go with Led Zeppelin, Communication Breakdown, as being from 69. Is that right? 69?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. 68, I think.
68.
Man, that song is crushing. It's like 2 minutes and 12 seconds long, and it's a masterpiece that will lead to heavy metal.
Fucking great pick, man. And then I got mine. When I was looking it up, I wanted to find something. I did like a Lee search of like proto metal bands, and I came up with this band, and I think it has a female singer, and they sounded pretty damn good. And it was pretty metalish. Coven, Pact with Lucifer. It's a good.
Yeah.
Dude, they're already talking about the devil in the early 60s. Well, they did in blues, but kind of
right?
Yeah, Blonde Girl, yeah.
Yeah, your buddy Scribble actually texted me that a few days ago. Hey, you ever heard of this band called Coven? So
like satanic Jefferson Airplane or something.
Yeah. They're pretty.
They're out of England, right? I think.
I believe so.
Yeah. There's another band with a blonde singer. They call themselves Lucifer. I wonder if they called themselves Lucifer in the name of this album, because they kind of look similar. Two blonde lead hot chicks running it. I don't know. I wonder if there's a connection with that, but that's my number 7. They're pretty good. Check out Coven. I haven't read the lyrics yet, so I don't know if it's like a real. I'm just joking. I don't give a shit. Then we get to the your next one, Charles.
Somehow I skipped over this one. I misread my list, and so I got to add them now. Guy named Link Ray with a song called Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I should have been earlier. It should have been before. It really got me, the Kinks. Somehow I skipped over it. Yeah, Link Ray, the Rumble, that's a definite early lead into metal with that guitar work.
Native American, man. Fucking great guy. There's a good documentary on him on one of the streaming channels called Rumble or something.
Yep.
Pretty interesting. You guys, I think we talked about this on our like old songs from the 50s to the 60s. I think we had Link Ray in there. One of us did. But Jerry, what's your next?
Whatever one it is, I agree with you, Mark. Iron Butterfly and Igata Davida, man. Great fucking song, dude. Still hear it all the time on classic rock radio. Pretty gnarly vocals. Pretty good fucking tune, man. So that's my next one.
Wasn't there like a thing that the singer disappeared and nobody found him?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
Iron Butterfly, yeah. Pretty trippy.
It was like the guitar player or something like that. He became a scientific physicist, and he came up with a some kind of invention that was going to help air travel. And when he was supposed to present it, he disappeared.
He fucking probably invented a wormhole, man. He got sucked through, man. The physicist, right?
Some people say that it was government related.
Sam Beckett, man. Sam Beckett lives. He's quantum leaping.
Yeah. There it is, man. Yeah.
By the way, that new show is awesome. You should watch it. The season's over.
It started out good, but it's gotten kind of repetitious, man.
No, it's getting into some old shit, dude. Now
that girl's hot though. His partner.
Yeah, of course. Jerry, every time we talk about anything, you always got to bring up the hot chick and whatever it is. It's like like I bring up Star Wars. The first thing you say is Daisy Ridley and send me pictures.
That matters in a substandard show. If it's got a good-looking woman, I'm going to watch it. You know,
attention.
I mean, if it's got like the 1,000-pound sister women in it, I'm not going to watch it. So
yeah, we'll talk about something subpar next week. But but Andy,
I'm done talking about fucking Poison, dude.
What's your next one?
Oh yeah, my next one from 1968, from the Doors debut album, The End.
That's fucking metal.
That's dark. The subject matter is dark.
Hey Lee, fast forward this if you're watching this part. Go ahead.
And sometimes when it comes to metal, it doesn't always have to be fast and crunching. It can be slow and dark, which Sabbath did that themselves several times. So, The End by the Doors.
The reason I said that because Lee, he doesn't, if people talk about the Doors and put that song, it puts him in a mood. I don't want him to get in the mood.
All right. Well.
I always tell him to fast forward or something. I do, even though I do care for the guy. But Charles, my next one, Deep Purple, Love Help Me from Mach 1. Fucking, you still got Richie Blackmore in there, man. Fucking, you can hear it coming, man. I had to get Deep Purple because the holy trinity of metal is Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Sabbath. It's like, bam. That's what I read. I believe it, though. So that's it. Love Help Me. What's your next one, Charles?
I went with the Beatles. I did not go with Helter Skelter. I went with the electric version of Revolution.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
Russian track. Definitely.
Yep.
And I actually personally still think Helter Skelter is metalish, but I for my ears, I want You She So Heavy is more metal. It's just it does have that Latiny breakdown in the middle, but I don't know that rhythm or that riff and how they end it, just going on and on and on with that.
Yeah. And that bass was so deep.
And that way he's singing it too, man. It's like heavy. It's like
Helter Skelter is more like almost like a punk type of song to me, but I can see the connection. But Revolution, I don't know if it was done before that. I know it was a single.
It wasn't on the White Album.
At the same time. Well, the acoustic version is on the White Album.
Yeah.
I don't know about
which one was first. I know it was the same year.
Mark's breaking out the book.
Double A side with Hey Jude.
Yeah. It was the same year. I just don't know exactly when they were released. And when I was hearing the White Album for the first time and I heard Revolution 1, I was like, what the hell is this? Because I was so used to the Revolution plugged in version, you know?
Yeah. I still personally prefer the electric. I do.
Oh, yeah, me too.
The one on the White Album, but I prefer the one that they did the live. Well, they were singing, but not playing. It was like the tape, but they were singing to the music, and they combined and put that shooby-doo over.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Half live. It's not like it's just singing live, really.
Yeah.
It's Revolution number 1. Oh, it's just Revolution.
That's on the White Album. It's just Revolution.
Revolution is just by itself.
448. Well, I never get to break out this book anymore.
What book is it?
All the Songs by the Beatles.
Okay.
I got it on Kindle. It might have been easier for me to find.
Probably.
I had one called the Complete Sessions.
There's some Beatles nerds. There's some Beatles nerds out here making fun of me.
Yes.
It's not that. They're about the same time frame.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
1967. I think
it was a double A side with Hey Jude.
Hello, goodbye. I'm the Walrus. Weird. Lady Madonna. Forget it. I'll find it later.
Next time. Yeah.
It's this book.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like your copy better. That thing's heavy. It looks good. You know, people come in, oh, look at the books you got. I don't give a shit. I don't care what you think I have. But so that was your track, Charles?
Yeah.
Jerry, what's your next one?
My next one is, what is my next one? Oh, from The Who, The Real Me, man. What a great fucking tune that was. And Wasp did a real good cover of that fucking song, dude. Yeah, that's my next one. Good fucking song.
Yeah, well, that was a killer cover and video, man. I love that video. Looking great. And then we get to you, Andy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with Deep Purple because they are part of the big three and they deserve to be. Still Mark 1, but I went with their cover of Help. Their Beatles cover of Help. They stretched it out to 8 minutes, and it's a slow, drudgy track. So I went with Help by Deep Purple.
Yeah, I never really heard Mach 1 that much. That's why I don't know they did that. Because I'm into Ian Gillan and Coverdale.
Oh yeah, Mark 2 is my favorite part.
I'm kind of digging Mach 3 better right now. Mark 3.
No.
David Coverdale, Glenn Hughes. Oh
yeah,
Burn, Stormbringer, dude. Those albums fucking kick ass.
Yeah, they're good, but they're not better than Deep Purple and Rock. They're not better than Machine Head.
It's more those when those two came in, they went more metal and away from the blues. Like
it's the complete opposite.
Oh well, they sounded more metal on that.
They sounded more bluesy to me. And they got away from metal. That's why Blackmore left. Was because they were going towards a bluesy side, and that's why he formed Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow did the same thing.
Yeah, they did the same thing. They got bluesier.
Yeah, they got bluesier. They got poppier. They got pop too. That's why he kicked Dio out of the band. Because Dio didn't want to do that pop shit that Blackmore wanted. He says, "I'm not singing this shit," and he got Joe Lynn Turner. He fired him and brought in.
Now he does Hobbit music.
Mark, did you put out there that supposedly he's coming back to Deep Purple? Or did I dream that?
I put in a thing. It says there's an opening for him now because the guy who was in there for years left, and he said he is for personal reasons, but he's out touring. Steve Morris is touring everywhere, like Deep Purple.
Is it really?
I would doubt if Blackmore came back, dude.
I know, but I would like to see him because I've seen Deep Purple a couple of times, but of course without Blackmore. It was just with Morris.
Yeah. Then I get to my number. I guess it's 2 now. No, 5. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Come on, those fucking sounds like backward masking tapes going with that guitar effect that he's doing. It's fucking, that's total metal production right there. Fucking love that shit. Fucking, and his voice is like doubled, kind of double-ish. Fucking great. Fucking gives you that eerie feeling. Fucking this song fucking rules. And we get to your next one, Charles.
I went with Hendrix as well, but I went with Purple Haze.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
down.
yeah,
man. Our work on that one. Definitely influential in metal.
Yeah, so we mentioned like Hendrix twice, Blackmore at least 3 times, I think. So far, I'm just checking it out.
I think y'all did Hendrix 3 times.
3 times
with you, Charles, and
the Kinks twice. The Kinks 3 times. Yeah, so damn, pretty good mix of like 3 bands so far.
The Novas only once.
Yeah, Coven too so far, and then we get to your next one, Charles.
I already said it.
Okay, your next one, Jerry.
Let's make it. I gotta go with Deep Purple again, or not again, but every freaking guitarist started out knowing this song. It's basic as hell, but it's metal as hell. Banned in every guitar store around the world. Smoke on the Water. Come on. I mean, you ask any one of those guitar players, that's one of the first riffs they ever learned. And Mark, I guarantee you could probably learn that song in 5 minutes. I guarantee if you tried. It's that easy. But it kicks ass, man. It was an amazing riff, dude. Probably one of the more classic riffs ever fucking written. So that's my pick, Smoke on the Water.
What's your next one, Andy?
I was watching a video with Blackmore talking about that. He said, according to him, that everybody's playing it wrong. He said everybody's doing it wrong. But I'm going to go with Jimi Hendrix. Fire. I'm going to pick a different track. Everybody picked a different Hendrix track to show how great he was and how influential he was. I went with Fire because it's faster, it's shorter, and the riffs are just fantastic. And the energy is so up on that track. So Fire by Hendrix.
Well, now I'm going to go, it's not way back, but it's in the late 60s. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers.
John Mayer.
John Mayall with fuck off. With Eric Clapton played on this album. So it's called Stepping Out. Like in pretty crunchy solo in there by Eric. Fucking great band. We did a review on that on Freeform.
Oh, that's Joe Jackson.
Yeah, Stepping Out. No, this is blues, heavy blues with Clapton in the band. And then we get to your next one, Charles. I'm waiting to see if he could pull out a magic trick like Joseph Staub. Joseph Staub would have had it by now.
He's slipping. Waiting. Come on.
He has the John Mayall album.
I'm looking for it.
All right, I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go with the Lame song. Yep. The Lame song by Steppenwolf per Jerry. Born to Be Wild. The term heavy metal was coined in the song. I don't really like it, but I mean, it is.
It's classic, man.
By the name.
Yeah, I hear it.
The lyric alone. So
Plus Sam Kinison, man. Come on.
That's Wild Thing. Man.
Wild Thing, yeah. Whatever. Gotcha.
That's Frogs. Yeah, not Sam.
I know. He did Wild.
I like Sam Kinison's better though.
Wild Thing?
Yeah.
Over the Frog.
Man, Jessica Hahn was hot.
Yeah. Everybody pissing on Jessica Hahn. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Slash falling.
Yeah.
He said that he was actually drunk and he didn't know he did that in the video. He said, was that because Eddie Trugg asked him, was that planned? He goes, no, I just wanted to look for someplace to sit and I just fell in the fucking thing.
And everybody was laughing. Cool.
It left it in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf.
What's your next one, Jerry?
Well, you can't have metal without Sabbath, so I'm picking a Sabbath song. War Pigs, man. Fucking A, dude. One of the best metal songs ever written. Fucking still holds water today, man. One of the best fucking hard rock metal songs ever from one of the best hard rock heavy metal bands ever.
Oh, yeah. I agree with all that. Andy, what's your next one?
Also, keynote, John McVie is on bass on this album, too.
Oh.
The bad mofo right there on the bass.
Yeah. I went Stooges, 1969. The song 1969.
Nice. I almost picked "Wanna Be Your
Ferocious.
Dog." I love that song.
Yeah, ferocious track, man.
That whole first album is great.
Yes.
And then we get to mine. I picked like Jerry, but I picked a different song. I picked the song by Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath. That song is fucking evil, fucking sounding metal as fuck.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song. That's my favorite song off that album. Nobody really talks about it. Just hear the hits off that. I love this one. What's your next one, Charles?
Everybody talks about that.
DJ
song?
Thomas, Raindrops Are Falling on My Head, because we put in the title at No Black Sabbath. But I guess we don't follow the rules.
We didn't say
I didn't hear
Black Sabbath.
no Black Sabbath.
I said up to Black Sabbath, including Sabbath.
Fine, Black Sabbath, but okay. No, I didn't put BJ Thomas.
Oh shit, I did though, so I'll cross that out.
Yeah,
I put
You
Loretta
did.
Lynn.
Hey, the pill can be pretty revolutionary. Man, Inagata Davida, Iron Butterfly. I mean, yeah, I'll put that on there. So
Yeah, I know I said up to Sabbath, so it's
That's
Sabbath
what I
too.
thought. I mean,
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
put
know.
that
there's
Sabbath
no Sabbath, but yeah, I'll put it, whatever.
I never said no Sabbath. I would have put that in the
That's
title.
what I said, but we don't listen to me. So let's go to the next one.
I listen to everybody. Sorry if I missed that. And then
No
we get to your next one, Jerry.
Actually, this one was supposed to be. I got the last two mixed up. But Break On Through the Other Side by fucking The Doors, man. What a great fucking song that was. Great guitar riff. I used to know it. I don't know if I can play it anymore. It's a little too quick for my fingers nowadays. But yeah, what a band they were, dude. For as short as they were around, dude, fucking legendary band.
Oh, yeah, great band. Fantastic band.
Andy.
Mark's balling out over there.
Yeah. My next one, I don't know if it went towards the metal, but I like the chorus on it, and I believe it gets a little bit heavy. I went with the Zombies. She's Not There.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it was metal enough or going towards that direction.
Kind of metal. I like it. And then we get to the next one. It's kind of subjective, but a lot of these bands, even if they were a little soft, they were using like down tuning and different types of methods that would become prevalent in metal. So fucking cool. But I got to pick this song. It's already been picked. Communication Breakdown. If that ain't metal, fucking, then Keel Fest was good. That's fucking proto metal. And I know our buddy Eddie Conestracci, he has a Zeppelin video on this on his channel. Check it out. He has a Zeppelin, goes through all the Zeppelin albums, ranks them, pretty rankorama. Check him out. He'll be on here next week. We'll get to that later. But then we get to your next one, your last one, Charles.
Well, you wouldn't have a Kiss, you wouldn't have an Alice Cooper, you wouldn't have a Slipknot, you wouldn't have a Ghost, probably, if you wouldn't have this guy from 1968, Arthur Brown, with Fire.
Yes.
He created that whole costumey look and all that. With, you know, the music wasn't really that hard. It was very psychedelic and a little bouncy, actually. He became harder as time went on, but when he started with like Fire and all that, it was a happy tune, really. But he looked incredible for the time. I bet that blew people's minds. Matter of fact, when the Beatles did Helter Skelter in the studio, they said George Harrison was running around with an ashtray with paper in it with fire. He lit it on fire and was running around, and he said he was doing the Arthur Brown. So they knew who he was. So to know all that kind of stuff, all the Kiss and all that, you got to know a little Arthur Brown.
He's pretty. Didn't he do I Put a Spell on You too?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that CCR covered, which I like both versions, but I like the CCR version just a smidge more.
Oh man, that's a badass version by CCR. Man.
Jerry.
You guys are going deep in your selections, man. It's pretty fucking cool. Love it. This is number one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Communication Breakdown, dude. I mean, the ultimate fucking rock metal song, dude. I mean, come on. I got to put Zeppelin in there, dude. I mean, you guys talked about it enough. It's a fucking super short, jamming fucking tune. It rules.
Yeah, man. Proto metal, man. Before Sabbath, man. That was a pretty fast riff to be playing back then.
Oh, yeah.
They were kind of like the new Chuck Berry, inventing new riffs. Like an A. Jimmy Page, fucking, I love Jimmy Page, and I know a lot of people put them as their number one guitar player. Mine is Eddie Van Halen, and that's about
nothing wrong with that pick.
Yeah, but Andy, what's your number one or last pick?
Yeah, my last pick. Later on tonight, I will send you a picture because I want to know what flip side I have, because I got an Arthur Brown 45, and I know Fireside 1, but I don't know what that flip side is. So it'd be pretty interesting to see what that flip side of that would be. Yeah. I'm going to go with Amboy Dukes as my last pick, which has the great Ted Nugent, or Terrible Ted, or Uncle Ted, which he answers to them all, and I call them all. Amboy Dukes, Return to the Center of the Earth.
Fucking great, from a great album too, man.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Great fucking band, dude.
Ted didn't make a bad album till the mid 80s. So
he kind of ran out of ideas, but his guitar playing was always there.
It was, but the lyrics got worse and worse.
Oh yeah, the lyrics were horrible, but the guitar playing.
I know, his guitar playing's awesome. Charles will probably say, well, he didn't do anything good after the mid 80s too, because he hates damn Yankees. But
well, they kind of took away his guitar.
No, he jammed on those songs, dude. He was like fucking kicking ass.
Yeah, but not Ted Nugent
The
like.
solo to Come Again.
Ron
My
Nevison
God.
don't know how to produce metal.
But Come
play
Again,
Crazy Nights, man.
the Come Again solo is fucking amazing. And
Yeah,
even
but
the High Enough solo.
Now the only
but
song that he was let go is that he was able to let go his Pile Driver on that album.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Other than that, he was pretty tame, I think.
I
Yeah.
love the album, man.
He
Two of
was-
my favorite singers.
Oh no, the album is good, but it's not Ted Nugent playing on
Well,
there.
it was good. You're in a band, dude. You got two marvelous like singers in Jack Blades
Right.
and fucking Tommy Shaw. You're gonna take a back seat to their songwriting and their harmonies and melodies. You know, he made money
I
off
know
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure he didn't mind the paychecks coming
Yeah,
in.
and
But
even got $1 million not to make a third album.
Exactly. Fuck, what a way to go.
yeah, but
Go
the
ahead.
thing is, it wasn't his playing. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, and he's we didn't say this on BS, but he's retiring after this last tour.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but he says he's never going to stop playing music. So he's probably going to be making a lot of those. I miss my barbecue or something, or whatever that shit was. Oh my God, Ted, you have fallen. Stop make instrumental albums. You know, the lyrics.
Get back with Derek, man.
Derek
Go to
St.
the
Holmes.
home. Go to the
Great.
home. Not Derek St. Holmes. Go to the home.
Those two were great together, man.
Journey.
All right. Well, my number one, somebody already picked a Cream song. I picked the song Brave Ulysses. I like how it's dark and they're talking about mythical stuff like metal does right there. The tale of Brave Ulysses. It's like, it puts shit like, it's like Iron Maiden before Iron Maiden or fucking Dio before fucking you heard him in Rainbow and Black Sabbath. It's like, they paint those lyrical pictures in your head, and this is what this song does, and that's what metal does for me. It's like I'm dreaming of dragons and dreams and queens because of groups like fucking Cream coming out with fucking shit like that.
Yeah, Cream.
Yeah. So man, that was our episode, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, we're gonna get out
hour and 15 minutes. Is that right?
You want to keep going? I had
I
more
don't-
bullshit.
I worked 16 hours today.
Yeah,
so
No, we're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
we're
drop me off if you want to keep going.
No, I wanted to close it out because I know you work 16 hours today, so that's why I was keeping it short, and that's why I said, yeah, we didn't.
But I love it. Yeah, I'm just we have anybody have honorable mentions?
Oh yeah, I have an honorable. Go ahead, honorable mentions.
Oh well,
I don't-
Black
I didn't
Sabbath
do
and
anything.
Zeppelin, all of it. I mean, I didn't pick it because they were metal. I didn't pick Deep Purple either because they were metal. But I'm not picking. I'm just saying I tried to focus on stuff that wasn't in the known, except the Beatles. But you know what I mean. Wagner, man, you can't go any deeper than that.
I was going to say, it's pretty fucking
Yeah.
deep, man.
So yeah,
Cool.
I don't know. Yeah, communication breakdown, obviously. The Small Faces, maybe too. Just groups, just in general. That's what I would say. Yardbirds, of course. Yeah, that's probably about it.
Blues guitarist.
Totally. Well, but I think Howlin' Wolf to me was the most because of his voice.
What about Robert Johnson with the guitar though?
Yeah, but it was I guess. I'm not gonna say no, but I mean, that'd be a good one to look into. It's just he had played a lot. It's all acoustic and kind of rough recordings, but yeah, check it out always.
Yeah. So Jerry, any honorable mentions?
I didn't really think of any, but I could think of a million Zeppelin songs, million Sabbath song. Oh, the Now song by Pink Floyd. That's a fucking metal song. Fuck. No, that's about it. I can't think right now. I'm good.
Yeah, and then Andy, any honorable mentions?
Not actual songs, but I had written down a couple of bands here, but no songs by them. Steppenwolf, of course. The Animals had such an impact with the energy that Eric Burden and the rest of the Animals, the original Animals, man, they were ferocious. I mean, they were badass. And of course, the Kinks. But I always put the Animals above the Kinks. I thought the Animals had a little bit more to their music.
All right. The only one I had is After Sabbath, but You gotta imagine like Bungie inspired all those thrash bands. So did fucking. It's an honorable mention because I couldn't pick it in the dates, but Queen, Stone Cold Crazy, the original thrash metal song. Dun, 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 dun,
Wait, what did Queen came out? What, 74?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't Queen.
That's actually okay.
This is off of Sheer Heart Attack.
Yeah, I know what it's from. I was just
73, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love Sheer Heart Attack, man. And I even like Freddie being Freddie. But that's our show, man. Charles, what do you got to say to end it?
Well, as always, everybody rock out and enjoy yourself. Queen came out in 1973. And like you guys said, I just looked it up real fast. Revolution single came out before the one on White Album. And the greatest band of all time, still, though, the Beatles. Always remember that, folks. And let's like, subscribe. I would like to see a lot more views if we could. We got a ton of subscribers. Come on. Let's get a few more views out there, folks.
I agree.
Jerry?
You know what? Like Charles said, like and subscribe, watch our videos, man. They're pretty entertaining. Fuck, I have something in my mind. I'm losing my fucking mind, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me, but this is a cool, nice, short and sweet fucking episode. I was really confused about the title at first, but I think I finally got the gist of what you guys are talking about. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Listen to the Freeform Rock podcast. Like and subscribe on that. That's a lot of fun too. Blah, 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 blah. Derpy, derpy, derp, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, lurks. All right, Andy.
Once again, you three, I wanted to thank y'all for having me on here. I always have a blast here with y'all. I enjoy talking music with you guys. So thanks a lot for having me on. I really do enjoy myself, and I enjoy doing these. So thank you.
I hate being sober doing these shows. Sorry, Andy, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, buddy.
That's all right.
You hate being sober doing these shows? They're that bad?
What do you got going on with the Blackspinner, Andy?
Oh, yeah. On this coming Wednesday, we are going to be doing the top 10 bands that start with the letter A. Either first name or last name, or the bands that start with the letter A. So that's what I got going on next Wednesday. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that show. I'm about to announce and start fishing for a panelist. So that's why going on.
Yeah, that's a great show, Blackspinner. He also does a weekly baseball show. And during football season, he does football.
Yeah, thank you. On baseball, it's actually bi-weekly. I just do it twice a month. Because there's so much going on. So I just do it every 2 weeks. Yeah.
All right, man. So I just want to say this week on the Freeform Rock podcast, we have all of us together, except you, Andy, the other two guys. We're doing Boston debut album. Is it a hit? Is it not? Maybe you should be smoking.
There's no. Oh, never mind, dude.
But well, we don't know. What do you guys?
Of course, it's a hit.
Well, dude, no spoilers, man. Why are you always going to spoil?
Who the hell is going to say it's not a hit?
There's people out there who don't like it.
I've never met one. I've never met one.
Somebody was talking about, I put a thing and it said, yeah, first Stormbringer beats anything Boston did. I'd go down with Deep Purple. So, man, no, dude, I don't know. I might hate that album. I might be the contrarian this week. Don't fucking... All right, man. Watch us, subscribe to us. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on fucking Facebook, man. Join our groups, like pages. We have the Mark and Jerry BS sessions, which are
on MySpace. We're on backpages.com.
Backpages.com.
Yeah. Craigslist.
Don't worry, we won't rip you off. We'll always give you a good time. It costs nothing to watch. Get the thumbs up. Get the thumbs up when you watch it. At least do that. Even if you watch a minute of it, just give us a thumb up. Don't be a dick. All right, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. But next week, we're gonna have Nate Atchison. He's gonna get back to me. He's so-so. Vincent said he's so-so, but he should be here. For next week, we're gonna rate the Star Wars trilogy movies, the first, the second, and the third. the 9 movies, 9 through 1. So you got to pick your worst. You can't put them in a list and say, well, this movie, you got to pick them worst to best. So that should be easy. This is going to be a fun episode.
It should be easy. We already know what number 1's going to be, and then we'll. I won't spoil it.
1 through 3 are going to be the same.
Yeah. Well, no.
Don't know till you watch, man. All right, guys, take it easy, man.
That would probably be the most interesting one. What's last?
Oh, you missed it. Me and Jerry were fighting before this about Star Wars. All right, later.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.